they end up never walking normally again.
That is true.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
You go in to get taller, and you end up with the inability to properly walk.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. You got metal rods in your legs, bro.
Well, I already knew this would be the case. I knew this would work out like this when I saw a lot of when I met some of the people. You know what I mean? Their mindsets was a little bit more immature, and I had a lot of maturing to do myself, a lot. But they had a very like immature mindset. They didn't look at life. They looked at life as not as serious. So a lot of people just didn't take rehab serious at all, or didn't do any rehab, which didn't make sense to me. And everybody would think I'm crazy.
Yeah, bro. If you're gonna pay the money to go through to get height surgery, you gotta do everything in your power to make sure you bounce back, bro. Being lazy don't serve you none. You might as well not have even got the surgery. That's crazy, gang.
They're like, why do you spend so much time in the gym? Like, this is my ability to walk. I did something, I know it's crazy. I know. I did something crazy to myself, and no matter what happened, if I used to laugh at myself, like on days where I thought maybe I'll never walk right again, I would be so frustrated, but I would laugh. I'm like, that's your dumbass, you did it. And I just keep pushing, like, okay, all I can do is keep going and see what happens. But a lot of people didn't have that like mental forefront. They was just like, I did the surgery, cool, I'm taller.
That's it, I'm done.
That's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is what I've learned is anything that you do is a lifestyle. Like people in the gym will tell you,
yeah, if you're gonna get a surgery like that, bro, that's just the beginning of your journey. Like,
going to the gym is a lifestyle. People in their career field will tell you this is a lifestyle. I have to gear my life around this. So that's the same. It's no different with the surgery, like recovery. When you're something like this, the body was never meant to undergo. The body was not. This is traumatic to the body.
Mm-hmm.
The body's ability to recover is astonishing. It's amazing. I was a combat medic. The body can recover from some crazy shit, but it was never meant to recover from something like this. So you have to push yourself a little bit harder than you're used to. And they just didn't have that mindset, and it was unfortunate for them. But at the same time, they made the same choice I made. They signed the same paper I signed. So
these were all men?
Men and women. Men.
Oh, there are women there as well?
Absolutely.
Really? Why would women get height surgery?
Most of them said something about flight attendants have to be a certain height or modeling. That's what they said. I don't know anything about that, but most of them said flight attendants have to be a certain height, models have to be a certain height. That was the two biggest things because there was some very pretty women there. So
okay, so some of the women were very attractive.
Yeah.
How about the men?
Someone was it was different layers. It was different tiers of men there. There was some businessmen, very respectable. There was some very like charismatic men saying like to them there's just another check in the box. They just improving the quality of life because we all know you don't need height, but height definitely helps, especially like in the dating field or like height definitely helps. So you don't need it, but it's cool to have. So someone was,
right, cause y'all be hating on us short niggas.
They was cool, like cool looking guys, charismatic businessmen.